Dragon's been around a while, so it should be interesting to say the least.
At 210 1/4 pounds, he has an orange belt in karate, Beef Wellington.
Master of the ass punch. Tremendous.
From Orange County, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, this is Super Dragon.
Fans on their feet for Super Dragon. A lot of mystery around the Super Dragon monster back.
Look, I see no reason for me and you to fight. Look, we both obviously like castles. I got some. You got some.
Oh my, what is this guy?
What I suggest is you put the rope back on. Me and you will go out, have a Gatorade, my treat. How's that?
A Gatorade? Oh! Looks like no Gatorade here tonight for Super Dragon. Beef Wellington. What the hell was that? I think he knocked him out. Well, Super Dragon has a rep for being one of the tightest working guys in the SoCal scene. He knocked him out with one punch. Beef Wellington, we might not get to see the ass punch here tonight. It would be a shame for Beef Wellington, who's he's up. A cartwheel? Oh, quick roll up here. Beef Wellington major upset, but Super Dragon kicks out. Super Dragon out has Beef Wellington. Irish Whip Wellington off the rope. Super Dragon ducked his head. Sunset flip here by Beef Wellington. Uh-oh. Dragon on the ropes. This doesn't look good. Beef Wellington tried to go for a version of the 619. Super Dragon flies. Torpe con heel right on the crown. Suicidal dive by the Super Dragon. I think he missed Beef Wellington and took out some of the crowd. That guardrail did catch Beef Wellington, though. And the fans want to see it again. Surprised Super Dragon didn't kill himself after that suicidal dive in the crowd. He's one of those kids, high risk is his middle name. His forte, if you will. Yeah, and as you can see, the highest risk ever was a frog splash, but this kid is going into the crowd with his dives. That's pretty insane. And Beef Wellington is filling it all here at the Rawway Recreation Center, standing room only here at the Rec Center for the 7th anniversary show. Now, my question is, there are many dragons in wrestling. The Insane Dragon. What are the prerequisite to become Super Dragon? I have no idea. Maybe action like we're seeing here. A big knee right to the chest of Beef Wellington by the Super Dragon. Super Dragon picking up Beef Wellington, though, fighting back. Hard elbow to the side of the head. Super Dragon can trade forearms. He went to All Japan the same year me and Moff went to Big Japan, I believe, in 2002 and again in 2003. But SoCal is his scene. Oh, look at this. Here's the STF on Beef Wellington. Talk to Homicide by Luthez. Luthez, you hear me? Talk to Masahiro Chono by Luthez and stolen by Homicide, who's now stolen by Super Dragon. Might as well steal from the best, huh? Oh yeah. Super Dragon in sound control of this matchup. Ooh. Spinal tap kick by the Super Dragon. Look at this. Get it right. It's called the Victim in our clique. The Victim. And now Super Dragon with the submission hold here on Beef Wellington.
Please cheer for me.
Calls this move the UFO. Yeah, it looks like it sucks to be Beef Wellington right about now. Beef Wellington got his foot on that bottom rope. Oh, look at this. Super Dragon not letting go of the hold and kicks Beef Wellington right in the ear. That's how you get cauliflower ears very quickly, Monster Mac. Yeah, see, I never had anybody do that to me because I just knocked him the hell out before it came to that. You got a good point. Super Dragon out. Double unhook suplex and held on. Another variation of a Masahiro Chono move. The butterfly rollover stretch. Very good. Again, another move used by Homicide. Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm kind of one-sided. Homicide is my trainer, you know. Fat Frank made a bold prediction here tonight that Teddy Hart is going to wipe the mat with Homicide. You know something? Homicide was in a car accident recently, and Last time around, Teddy Hart was 50%, he claimed. This time I can verify that Homicide is 50%. He's not even...
Homicide will give him his all.
Oh yeah, Homicide's a retard. He'll go all out. Not trying to offend anyone.
Wouldn't exactly call him that. Look at this. Once again, the elbows coming involved in this contest. Super Dragon and Wellington off the ropes. Wellington with an elbow, stunning the man from Orange County, California, Super Dragon.
How does Super Dragon see with that mask?
I guess it's an art form. Look at this Beef Wellington with a cartwheel, and once again an elbow. Could be setting him up for the ass punch here. He does that ass punch from the top rope.
I've never seen the ass punch.
Maybe we'll see. Wellington charges, elbow in the corner on Super Dragon. Tried to go for the second time. Dragon got a boot up to the face, knocking down Beef Wellington. Dragon on the second rope on the inside. And a poke to the eyes, flying poke to the eyes by Beef Wellington.
And what did I just ask you? How does Super Dragon see with that mask?
He's not seeing now. Beef Wellington with a Hurricane Rana, hook of the leg here. I would have to call that a mild upset, just based on Super Dragon's name alone.
Yeah, he's got a strong reputation. A lot of fans here tonight, they know who Super Dragon is, and it would be kind of a letdown if he lost his debut match for Jersey All-Pro.
But then again, don't take anything away from the master of the ass punch. Went for a suplex. Oh, this is a setup. Beef Wellington now on the top. Beef Wellington going to the top rope. That was the setup for the ass punch. Here it comes, Monster Mac. History in the making. There's the ass punch. And Super Dragon hard out to the floor.
Well, see, it makes sense. You get more momentum when you're going off the top.
Oh my God, all that from an ass punch.
Can I just say, it took me throwing a body 200 pounds more into a wall to get that chant. This kid came off the top rope with an ass punch, but you know what? It worked for him. God bless him.
Whatever gets him over, I guess. Beef Wellington charges. Oh, tried to go for a double axe handle. Super Dragon with a hit to the gut and now a slap to the face. Super Dragon has Beef Wellington. What's he going for here, Monster Mac?
I believe he's going to step on the back of his head.
Oh, God! The curve stomp. Super Dragon with the curve stomp on Beef Wellington.
That can't feel good at all.
Now the fans chanting in unison for Super Dragon, who's in sound control of the matchup after the curb stomp.
I tell you what, an interesting matchup I already see, depending on the outcome tonight. Homicide and Super Dragon.
One for the record books, one for the ages. Look, is he trying to go for it again? Super Dragon, once again, oh, the curb stomp right in that bottom turnbuckle. He could have just snapped the neck.
The goal is to win, not to lose, and Super Dragon,
trying to paralyze Beef Wellington is what he's trying to do.
It would be totally hypocritical of me to say that I don't agree with his whole,
You came from the doghouse.
There you go.
That's enough said. Super Dragon and Beef Wellington off the rope. Nice suplex.
Another Homicide move, the double underhook. Someone watches his Homicide tips.
Again, why not steal from the best? Beef Wellington, ever since the ass punch, has not been in control of this contest. It's been all Super Dragon.
Got the ass punch before, though.
Did get the ass punch in, yes. Super Dragon, little in trouble here. Beef Wellington, powerbomb, nice move. Cradle powerbomb, covered here by Beef. Where's the beef, Monster Mac? Where's the beef?
Trying to get Super Dragon down for a 3, but Super Dragon is one of these guys. He really is one of the toughest men on the indie scene, period. And it's going to take a lot for Beef to tame the dragon, I guess. Slay the dragon.
We'll find out right now. He's in control. Beef Wellington with a chokehold on Super Dragon. Dragon quickly out of it. Tries to come back with a clothesline. Look at that. Nice move by Beef Wellington.
He stole that from me.
He did.
Yes, that is the $1 Million Dream Suplex.
He calls that the E. coli.
That's the Monster Mac. $1 Million Dream Suplex. It's that simple. Watch the tapes. This is the 7-year anniversary. How could you have a 7-year anniversary and not include historical stuff? I guess, well, he covered that right there, you know what I mean?
Actually, I was wrong. Beef Wellington calls that the Walker Texas Ranger Plex. He tried to go for the E. coli right there, but Super Dragon got out of it and takes him down with a nice clothesline. Cover here by the Dragon, but Beef Wellington kicks out after 2.
Beef Wellington's got to do something to get on top of Super Dragon. Right now, he's spending a lot of time on his back.
Yes, he is. Both athletes down and out. Referee Gary Morer very slow with his count. He wants to see a decisive winner, as does everybody here in Rawway. We don't want no countouts. Oh, now Super Dragon, multiple headbutts to the head of Beef Wellington. Snapmare. Now he starts some spinal tap kicks. Oh, look at this. Ramming his knee right in the temple area with Super Dragon on Beef Wellington.
This guy must have the best of the hit squad, because I could have sworn, low-key, I guess he's calling out who he wants. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that, because he knows what he wants, and a double stomp to the back of the head, and that should be all.
He pulled him up. Why did he pull him up, Monster Mac? He had that matchup won, but that was a rookie mistake.
Like I said, he knows what he wants. He wants to make a statement. By doing moves of the top guys from Jersey All-Pro, he's sending out a signal to the bookers that he wants a shot at the top.
Looks like he's trying to go for a backbreaker. Oh, Beef Wellington, back body slide! Ooh, Super Dragon barely kicked out. Again, Beef Wellington tried to go for the E. coli. Super Dragon has him over his shoulder. Psycho Driver! He calls that the Psycho Driver. Super Dragon with the cover. Oh, come on! And there you have it. It was all academic. Super Dragon hitting the Psycho Driver to come out on top over Beef Wellington.
He made a strong debut, and like I said, by doing a lot of patented moves by the guys in the Jersey All-Pro locker room, send out a signal that he wants to be taken serious, and he knows who he wants, obviously.
Another tremendous matchup here at the Jersey All-Pro Wrestling 7th anniversary show. It's a night of celebration. It's coming home. Jersey All-Pro Wrestling showing why we are the #1 independent on the independent scene today, with matchups like Excess and Kevin Steen, with matchups like Super Dragon and Beef Wellington, and with matchups to come like Homicide Teddy Hart, Dan Moff, Trent Acid, and Low Key and B-Boy. Monster Mac, you gotta know why we're #1.
It's no big secret. The best wrestling, the best wrestlers, whenever they go anywhere, it's because they were seen at Jersey All-Pro Wrestling.
Enough said.